Okay, good morning everyone. Today we will discuss a cue card. The cue card is from new Bucket PDF. The cue card topic is describe a thing you did to learn a new language. So we'll go through the follow-up questions also, the opening lines of this cue card and related vocabulary. I'll discuss the proper vocabulary that you can use in this cue card. And after that I'll share the audio solution also. Okay, let's start with the cue card. The cue card is describe the thing you did to learn a new language. Means anything that you did in order to learn a particular language. A new language it can be English language also, it can be Spanish, it can be French, any language that you started and about which you thought that I should learn this language, and what thing you did, what activity, what task, or what you did in order to learn that particular language. The follow-ups are what language you learned. Firstly, you have to say that what language it was. Second, what you did. So after that, you need to say that what kind of activities you did. Either you started watching the movies of in that language, or you joined a particular conversation club where you can have an informal conversation with the native speakers of that language, or you can also talk about a volunteer experience, that any voluntary activity that you did with the immigrants of any immigrant that is in your country of from that particular country, and with whom you discussed about in that language, you had a conversation in that language. Clear? And how it helped you to learn the language. And after that you say that why it was a very beneficial thing for you to learn a language, how it improved your listening, it improved your reading or the speaking skills. Clear? And how you felt about it. How you felt, obviously after learning a particular language you will feel like on the seventh heaven, or you feel very good, fascinating, delightful experience, or it could be a very exciting experience can also be. Clear? So the opening lines that you can use. First is, you can start the cue card by using the line like knowledge of languages is the doorway to wisdom. Knowledge of languages is the doorway to wisdom. Means if the person want to become a wise one. Clear? So if the person will learn number of languages, the person can become more wise, more gentle, can brush up his personality. So you can start the cue card that knowledge of language is a doorway of wisdom. So for improving my personality, or in order to make myself a more wise person, I thought that I should learn that particular language, because it is also a need of the hour. A different language is a different vision of life. A different language is a different vision of life. Means if you are learning a particular language, any different language, any foreign language, you come to know about the culture, about the tradition of that country also. So with this, it will give you a different vision. Okay, so you can use this line also. Different language is a different vision of life. It gives me another perspective also, another viewpoint also of I started thinking out of the box after learning that language. Learning how to learn is a lifelong process. Learning how to learn is a lifelong process. Means learning is a lifelong process, and learning how to learn is also a lifelong process. Because we in our whole life, we don't know that how to learn, how to improve, or because every day we find the new methods of learning. Every day we find the new methods that by doing this thing, yes, this thing is also helpful. I can learn by doing this activity also, or by doing this thing also. So for the whole of our life, we can't learn that how to learn a particular thing. Okay, so we can't get masters in it. The vocabulary that you can use, the first word is fundamental. Fundamental means something that is basic and important. So learning a different language, or acquiring the knowledge about or being a multilingual person has become a fundamental thing nowadays. Clear? Pressing priority or need of art. Pressing priority means something that has become a fundamental thing. Okay, it has become the need of art. It has become the essential need, a very important need. Okay, because learning English language like it has become our need, our basic thing, our basic priority. Okay, fundamental thing it has become now. So you can use this word also that learning that particular language like learning French or learning English has become a pressing priority nowadays. So that's why I decided that I should learn that language in order to get success in my life. Yeah? Step out of the comfort zone. Step out of the comfort zone means do things that you wouldn't normally do. So, in order to learn that particular language, I needed to step out of my comfort zone. Means I needed to do something extra in order to acquire the skill of learning that particular language. I needed to I needed to set my proper time schedule in order to devote the required time for learning that language. You work flat out or burn midnight oil or work very, that means work. Okay, the next word is work flat out or burn midnight oil. Work flat out means work very hard. So, in order to attain or in order to accomplish that task or that thing, I needed to work flat out. Means I needed to put my extra efforts or do something more energetically so that I can achieve that particular thing. So for learning that language, because you can say I was amateur. Amateur means I was the beginner in that field of learning that language. So I needed to work flat out or I needed to burn midnight oil. Clear? Next word is painstaking, Herculean or daunting. Painstaking means something that is very hard, okay, for which we need to pay more attention, put more or extra efforts. Herculean means difficult. Daunting means difficult. It was not a piece of cake for me. Means it was not my cup of tea or it was not a piece of cake for me. Means it was not something that is very easy for me. It seems me or in the starting it seemed me very difficult, daunting or Herculean. Clear? Ameliorate means improve. So when I joined that particular activity or group, it helped me to ameliorate or to improve my listening skills or reading skills or speaking skills. Clear? Next is think out of the box. Think out of the box means think differently. Think unconventionally. Conventional means something that is a traditional way you started learning. Out of the box. Out of the box means you started thinking differently in a new way, in an innovative way. Clear? Next is squeezing. Squeezing means manage time in a tight schedule. Means for attaining that thing or for devoting your time, you needed to squeeze in your time frame. Means you needed to adjust your time from your hectic itinerary or from your very busy time schedule. You needed to squeeze in your time. Clear? The next word is extraordinary excited. Means I was too excited. I was jealous. I was eager to learn or to start to learn that particular language. Clear? Next word is next phrase is go the extra miles. Go the extra miles means to do more than what is required. Go the extra miles to learn something like out of your capability also, you can say. Like for learning that thing, I needed to go to the extra miles to attain, to be proficient or be efficient or to attain the proficiency in that language. I needed to go to the extra miles. Next is at the end of the day. At the end of the day means in the end, at last. At the end of the day, your all the efforts were paid off. As you at the end you started speaking in English fluently, you started speaking in French fluently. So your all the efforts were paid off. This is how you can make a proper cue card while using all these vocabulary words and by using these opening lines. I also have prepared a proper cue card solution by using some of the words from this vocabulary and the extra words also. You can go through that audio and you can prepare your own sample answer by using that idea and using that vocabulary words. Okay, thank you.